Alright, Red and Whites, welcome back to the Ugly Inside video channel. This week we've learned that Kelvin Davis is going to be granted a testimonial at St Mary's after the end of the season. It's going to be a promotions 11 versus the current 11. Who are you most looking forward to seeing again?
I think Ricky Lambert would be my choice, definitely, Ricky Lambert. But there's so many players that have been involved in those two promotions, and they're historic in our looking back. To get that 2 years running is exceptional. And it was a real team effort. So yeah, there's a lot of guys out there.
What about you, Nick?
Well, like Clive, I think every Saints supporter would be looking really first for Ricky Lambert. We've never really been able to give him the farewell that he deserved. I mean, he came back with Liverpool, but the reaction of Saints fans against Liverpool didn't make it for a totally loving welcome back for him. West Brom, he never got off the bench a few weeks ago, so this would give a great opportunity to say goodbye to him in a Saints shirt, because he is one of the pivotal players of the recent history, and indeed all the Saints history. And certainly one of the most popular. But I think it also gives us a chance to say goodbye to a couple of players who were treated, a couple of people in fact, who were treated abominably by the club, who played a big part in the promotions. Firstly, Nigel Adkins. I would hope that they'd invite Nigel Adkins to manage the promotion side, because he was the manager that took us to those two promotions. OK, maybe he wasn't the manager to take us forward in the Premier League long term, but the way he was treated and ostracised by the club, by our then chairman, was nothing short of atrocious. Similarly, Billy Sharp. Billy Sharp came in the second half of the season when we went up from the Championship, and his goals were vital. He started scoring goals, ironically, at a time when Ricky Lambert was going for a bit of a dry spell, and he did as much as anyone that pushes over the line then. Yet again, he wasn't given a chance in the Premier League and was pushed out on loan and away, and we never got a chance to say goodbye to him and thank him. So yeah, Ricky Lambert definitely, but for me, Nigel Adkins and Billy Sharp as well, and probably several other players.
And if you need a bouncer, I've heard that Lee Barnard's available.
I'll definitely not be going to the after drinks party if he's there.
Thanks for watching, guys. Now get down to St Mary's just after the end of the season. Keep your eyes peeled for tickets. I'm sure they'll be out soon. 10 years of service for Kelvin Davis. Now come down to St Mary's and show your support. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.